again, my friends. We're on video 3, tutorial 3. And this one is the main components of the book. This one will be all of the pages 2 through 11. You'll find a packet that contains the pocket pieces for 2 through 11. The pages we had in the first packet when we assembled the book, we put these to the side. These are the actual pages. And then we have an embellishment packet that's full of good stuff. And because of the disaster that we had here in Western North Carolina, I wasn't able to get all of the embellishments that I had hoped to get. So some of you lucky characters will get trees, some will get Santa Clauses. I had to kind of divide them up a little bit. So I just wanted to tell you that some of the embellishments that I use in the video may not be in yours. You may have a substitution, but don't worry, everything's there, an equal number for everyone. Now, what we're going to be doing, just so that it's very clear as to how we're going to handle this, each page that goes in your book, there's 5 pages, is actually a double page, okay? It's 2 pages sandwiched together on top of one of these pleats, okay? And that's how we make this page and this page. So we're going to go at the very end and attach those in there. Right now, what we're going to be able to do, which will make it much easier, is we're going to decorate each of the pages before we insert it in the book. That way you don't have to worry about bows or anything else causing some misalignment. So to get started here, we're going to set our book aside. And we're going to start with the first page. Now, to refer to your first page, you can go to this sheet here. Page 2, we've already done page 1. Page 2 is this one here, which closer up is this one, where the cards slide in and out. We have 5 pockets like this. So I need to show you how to construct those. You need to cut from your printed papers the mats, and you'll see here in your cutting guide, the printed paper mats are all the same, 8 by 10 inches. So you can go through and change them up any way you want to, but this background piece is 8 by 10 inches all the way through your book. So you can go through and cut those out and get those ready ahead of time. So let's get started with the first one. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the white cardstock that was prepared for you, that is actually cut to, let me see here, it's cut to 8 1/4 inches by 10 1/4 inches. We're going to dry fit our mat now that we've cut it. Remember, those mats are 8 by 10. So we're going to go ahead and attach those. Feel free to attach them any way you wish. Tape, glue, use whatever you're comfortable with. I'm probably going to be using glue. All right, I'm going to attach that on here. All of your pages will have a mat, so you can use that chart that I gave you with the pictures on it to go by to cut your mats, the 8 by 10 size. Now that I've got that part, I need to make the pockets. So in this packet, we're going to have a variety of things. You're going to have the red mats that go on your bottom pocket. You're going to have the shorter pieces that make pockets, and you can see that they're actually scored for you. Then you're going to have a longer piece, and it also is scored for you. You have 10 of each of these, or 20 of these. So you have 10 of these and 20 of these. You're going to need 2 of these. 1, 2. Let's get 2 of them there. And you're going to need 1 of the long one. Now, to make the pockets, it's very simple. We're simply going to take our piece of paper here, and on the scored mark, fold it, making sure your sides line up correctly. And you're going to fold it like that. Pocket 1. Fold this one now. Pocket 2. And fold this one. This is the easiest way in the world to make pockets. So you've got 1, 2, and one more there. Folks, that's your pockets for your pages right there. Is that not cool? Yeah, baby. It's awesome. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to cut the mats to go on this. Put them on before we attach all the pockets together. The reason being, we can overlap the pockets on top of the mats and make it look neater. So, let me pause and get those pieces together for you. All right, so here is the striped paper that I'm going to put to border the top of my pockets. And I'll take a little trimmer. It's cut 5 by 7. And I want the borders to be consecutive when they go down the page. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut 1-inch strips, keeping them in order. So I've got one here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, those are in the order that they'll appear on my pockets. So the lines are continuous, and it'll be a pattern. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the first border up here, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue it in place. I'll turn it over and quickly add the glue here. Leaving about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Now the next piece will be one of these pockets. So I'm now going to take this and I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to glue the back of it. And put that on the top of this, leaving about 1/8 inch border. Okay, now the next one is actually going to be right here. So I'm going to take the next piece and again, you could mix these up and have different ones every level, but I'm just showing you a pattern here. Then I take this one and I put it there. A little crooked, so I got to pull it back off, revisit that. Yep, there we go. That's a lot straighter. So now you can see it's starting to take its shape. I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to do the same thing. I hesitated because I thought for a second there, I miscounted. It's kind of late at night, so I'm a little bit happy at the moment. I don't like going real late, but I'm under the gun. Got a deadline, got to meet it. I got so far behind when the disaster happened, I just haven't been able to catch up. So I'm still in the process of trying to catch up. Videos are usually the last thing I do to double check my work. And that's what we're doing today. And then I'm going to put that last strip on. See how it flows? I love it. Okay. Now, that one's going to go here. Now, this bottom one, okay, this bottom one is actually this piece. The red border piece that you had. So we're going to take it and go ahead and apply that now. On some of the pages, you may want to pop it up. You may want to put ribbons around it. You may want to do something differently, but I'm just going to quickly show you 1 or 2 pages and let you decorate the others by the pictures. Once I get comfortable with the fact you know how to do the pockets. So we'll do another one in a second. Make sure. Okay. There is the mat. Now, before I decorate it, I want to put it together. And then I can take this whole piece and anchor it down to my page like this. Okay? So we're going to now assemble it. Each of these has to be 1 inch from the previous one for this to fit correctly. Now you're going to say, well, how do I measure that? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I cut a piece of chipboard that was 1 inch by 7 1/4. Then all I have to do, when I put this here, I can butt this one. Let me get this one out. I can butt this one up against that spacer, and I know I'm at 1 inch. I want it to kind of overlap the one above it just a little bit so you don't see any open end or papers. And then that will be spaced perfectly then. Now, for the pockets to work, you don't want to leave these sides open. So what I did there, very simply, was I took glue and just ran a bead of glue down both sides to the mat. You want to keep that very close to the side. So I'm going to glue those 2 together. Now that we've attached those 2 pieces and made our pocket, we're going to do something different. We're going to turn this over. I'm going to take my glue. I do not want it on the top. But what I do want to do, let me show you. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put glue down this way, down this way, and down this side. That still leaves an open area here. Then I'm going to take a little spacer. This is only a 1 inch wide cut chipboard, so I can easily match it up without getting glue all over me. I'm going to turn it sideways so I can see the edge at the top. And I'm going to lay this down right on top. I'm going to press that down. Now, why do you think I put the glue across the bottom here? So this pocket wouldn't drop all the way to the bottom. Okay? Now, I actually have 1 pocket and 2 pockets. We're going to take this one now. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to simply put a bead of glue here, a bead of glue here, attach it, turn it over, and do the sides and across the bottom. And if you need the spacer to kind of see where this 1 inch is, that's fine. If you want to just eyeball it, do that. And I'm lining them up so they all look nice and straight. Good. And then that last pocket will just go to here. So we're going to take our glue. Again, put a little bead down this side. Just remember not to glue on the mats and you should be fine. Now your pockets are together. Wasn't that simple? Makes it very simple to put your recipe cards in. You just simply slide them right in. Now, if you have a recipe card cut out, it would be helpful to go ahead and put the first one in up here. Let me tack that down. This didn't hold. There we go. So that you can see how far from the top you need to be to put that in, okay? That is the main thing you need to worry about, is that your recipes will be inside. Drop it down because you also have a label that you have to cut to go up here. I'll go ahead and cut my label. You can make that label any thickness that you want. I think what I did, let's see, this was candy. Where's the candy one? You can arrange these in any order you wish. You don't have to do my particular plan here. I'm just trimming this like this. Then I'm going to put mounting foam behind it. You know me, I love my mounting foam. So I'll put that behind it to pop it up a little bit. I'm not going to hurry to attach everything, but I'm going to go ahead and take, this is where I want this piece here. It kind of gives me like a 1/4 of an inch or 3/8 inch border around it. Then if I hold this in place, I can put this right up here. Now you can either do it all the way flush or you can bring it down. I'm going to bring it down just a hair. Get technical, you can measure it, but that looks good to me. Now I'm going to take, in this case, instead of glue, because I want to make sure it holds, I'm going to put mounting, or I'm going to put score tape. Okay, we've already done a dry fit. So I'm going to take score tape and quickly attach this so that it anchors nicely. And I don't have to have a lot of it. These are not going to be real heavy. So I think I'm just going to do those 2 strips. And I'm going to put this right back where I had it. Now your page is pretty complete. You just need to decorate it. In the book, you can see I used a variety of things to decorate this one. I used some of the embellishments that you got in the little packet, the candy canes. They're adhesive on the back, by the way. One of the larger peppermint patties. I took the little round disc that came from the ephemera package, I believe, poked a hole, and took the red twine and put a little piece there to accent it, to make it look like a little tag. And then I took some of the other stickers from some of the packets and did the peppermints. I did the joy. And then I took some of the red twine that was in here and made a little bow that I glued in right there. And so that completes page 2. Now for page 3, I'm going to do the same thing. I wanted to repeat it at least one more time so that we can actually put a tab on and get an idea of where we're going with the rest of the book. So let's do page 3 now. This is 3. I'm going to go ahead and cut my mat and cut my snowmen. And I think I've already got those done. Now, am I going to put it on the back of this? No, I'm not. I'm going to take another sheet of my white paper that came in the packet for the pages. I'm trying to keep it all sorted over here. So there's another sheet. I'm going to add my mat, which is 8 by 10, I believe. Isn't that what we said, or is it 8 1/4? I think it's 8 by 10. 8 by 10, yeah. Quickly add this. And you have a whole packet of paper, and in the extra sheets, I did add several pages so that you could be liberal with which ones you choose. But still be thrifty a little so you won't run out of any one pattern. Okay, now here's this one. That looks mighty good to me. Smooth it down. Okay, take out my little trimmer, and we're going to cut the snowmen the same way we did before with the stripe. We're going to cut 1-inch intervals. Yes, English is my second language. Hillbilly's my first. Okay, here we go again. Uh-oh, I'm getting them confused, and you don't want to do that. Why? Because then you won't have them in order. There's 1, there's 2, there's the 3rd, and the last one. There we go. And you can see the pattern on this is a little easier to see. It's more continuous. So I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to pull out my long pocket piece and my 2 short ones. Ta-da. All right, again, we're going to fold, burnish, fold, burnish. And you notice I made a score line error there. Doesn't matter, because all that's going to be hidden inside. So if there's a score line error in yours, don't worry, because it's all hidden inside these pockets. The only one that shows is the big one on the very bottom. Okay, now I've got those done. So what I need to do next, this is the top piece. So I'm going to reach up here and get the top piece of my pattern. Do you see how it's continuous? Okay, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to glue that down. I know this sounds redundant, but that's okay. I'm not going to go through all of the pages like this. I just want to get you through 1 or 2 to see how it works. Make sure you're comfortable with it. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to take one of my short ones, and I'm going to put the pattern across it. I'm hoping I'm in frame. Okay. Pattern's going right here. Outstanding. Almost there. Okay. And then again, I'm going to put this one here. Are you having fun yet? I hope so, because I love bookmaking. Absolutely love it. And I've got a surprise for you later on about the bookmaking. The recipe book is so popular that I've decided in the spring I'm going to do another. Well, I'm telling you my secrets now. I'll have to be quiet. I'll have to be quiet because I've got some lovely secrets coming up. Next month is the bomb. I mean, wait till you see what we're doing next month. In December, we're doing calendars so that you can give them as Christmas gifts for the new year. And I'm going to try to get them to you early so you can get those made in time for Christmas. So I'm working frantically, pulling some all-nighters right now. I'm not real good at working all night, but under pressure, we can do it. Uh-oh, that one's not straight, is it? Bad girl, bad. Okie dokie. There we go. Does that look straight? No. See, I told you it was getting late. When you get to be my age, you just don't function very well this late. Okie dokie. All right, so I've got that, and then we'll put the red panel here now. See, this is going pretty quick. Easy peasy. Perfect. Okay, again, we're going to be attaching this one here together. Wait, let me make sure that's the right one. I don't think it is. That's the right one. See, it kind of works my little snowman pattern together. So I want to attach these two. So I have a pocket on the inside. Good deal. And then turn it over. Go down the back. Down the back. And across the bottom. Yes. Turn it around. Oop. I might want to use my spacer, I might. There we go. Let me get that lined up a little bit. It's hard to do one-handed. Close enough. And then I'll lay this down on top of that. See? It's going together just fine. Go ahead and glue this one down. And this one, if you do too far in, your recipe cards will not fit. This is a 7 1/4 inch piece across. So it leaves you a little extra leeway, but you don't want to be too generous with your plans. Your glue, I mean. And I'm going to go over here and glue this side. Glue across the bottom. I'm also gluing my desk heavily. And then I'm going to use my spacer again. I'm putting it across the top of the pocket. Going here to bring that down. Line it up. Good. Isn't that pretty? And now we're going to glue this last piece down. Heavy with the glue here so that it'll hold. Bring it over and hold it for a moment so the glue will secure. That is just a gorgeous little page. I love that. All right. Now, I did this kind of deliberately to show you. Do you see over here where you see a little edge? Have no fear. Put that in your paper trimmer and just trim it to smooth it out. I'll do that now. I'm going to set my paper trimmer to 7 1/4. Sorry, I'm off camera. And see, you can trim that up to give you a nice smooth edge. To be truthful, sometimes I'll actually go in and trim all of mine, but when I finish, so that I can make sure that they're nice and even and smooth. Okie doke. Now, again, I'm going to cap my glue. I got to wash my hands. I got glue all over me, don't I? Okay, and I'm going to go here, put tape on the back. Tape on the back of this one. Like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and I'm not too obnoxious. It worries me sometimes. And I have such a terrible, terrible accent. Used to not have one, but I've gained it over the years. All right, now before I put this down, remember our little trick. Put your recipe card in that top pocket. Okay, you want to make sure it can go in there. Good. Lovely. Now I'm going to stick this down like this. Leaving myself some room at the top. Perfect. Pull that out. And this one I had as appetizers. So I'll do the same thing here. Trim this up. want it narrower, trim it, stamp it, do whatever you like just to make it a little bit more decorative if you wish. Make this your own book. Don't feel like you have to do everything exactly like I do. Then send me a picture. I want to see it. I love ideas from friends. So if you come up with a cool one, send me a picture. I would love to see it. It's nice to get people interested in what we're doing. All right, now this time, I'm going to tip this up against the top. And you know what I think I'll do? I'm going to lay these side by side so I can kind of put them evenly. And I can't put my head over top of it, unfortunately. So I'm trying to eyeball it without going too high or too low. There we go. And I think it's crooked, but I'm okay with that because by the time I get my stickers on it and stuff, you'll never know. You'll never know. Okay, here we go. I'm completely destroying it. It's okay. There we go. So I've got page 2 and page 3 completely constructed. Now, to put the goodies on there, and I'll show you page 3. I used ephemera, stickers. I popped some of it up. I added some gems so that you can see the little gems there. I don't think I put gems on this page. I didn't. But feel free to add any embellishments you want, ribbons or gems. You could even add little, what am I trying to say? Sprinkles from cooked cupcakes on there. Whatever you like. Now that I've got these two together, let's pretend that they're decorated. Because you've got, I know, this sheet in your paper pack, and then you've got another whole set of stickers to work with. So I gave you ample stickers to decorate this book with, along with the pack of ephemera. And you shouldn't have any trouble. Plus, I gave you tons of extra little stickers and foam pieces and gems. They're all in your bag here. Ribbons, plenty of them. Now, to put this in your book, I'm going to show you. You have to complete all your pages. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and complete the pages, and then in the next video, we'll go ahead and finish it up by assembling the pages into the book. You go ahead and complete all of your pages using the handout to show you what to do. Remember, it's double-sided, so you've got complete pictures there. And I've also put pictures on the tutorial here so that you could pause the video and blow them up that way to see them.